the Sharp Tank. No jumper. Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And today, we got a real knockout artist up in here. I know you got Hans. I know you got them Hans on you. Yeah. I got Ryan Garcia in the building today, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Pops.
That's right.
What's going on, man?
All right, man. We're doing great here.
How's everybody feeling today?
I love it.
I know you got to be proud of him.
Absolutely.
I've
been proud of him since he started.
So, Ryan Garcia. Any relations to Ryan Garcia?
Yeah. I've known him for a bit.
Known him for a little bit?
Yeah, for a little bit. I know. Yeah.
So, man, I say, man, let's dive into it, man, because I want to know, like, what happened in Korea, man, before the fight, man? Walk us through the last 3 days of that.
Man, I don't know. It was just a different environment. It was a good opportunity. I felt great, to be in the, I was actually at the ring with Pacquiao. That was dope. He's been a fighter that I've always been, like.
That's dope, bro.
That
had to be an honor.
So it was an honor.
Yeah.
And just to be, like, in the same room as him, But, like, to see everything that he done, like, on the screen, they brought back memories. Like, dang, this is what boxing's about. He really, like, he showed what boxing is, Like, he fought for a reason, and you can see it, how humble he is. Right. That's how I like to be, I like to just be humble and fight.
Yeah.
He loves fighting. So that's what I want to do. That's what I do. I just love fighting.
Yeah. So
just being in that atmosphere, everyone's so nice. Korea is dope.
He wasn't a big talker neither.
Nah.
As a fighter, like, he didn't do the, you know what I'm saying, like the muscle talk from the mouth first. Like, he just got in there and
I
did his
honestly
thing.
have never seen it. I've never seen him talk
I never have either. Like, I'm just being honest with you. What you think, Pops?
His skills says it all. You know, I mean, that's what I'm seeing. He doesn't really talk much. He was out there smiling a lot, shaking people's hand.
Very humble.
Taking pictures, very humble. But, man, when he got to work, you saw it. Yeah. You saw that work. And I appreciate that because I know that my sons are doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. But his caliber is way up there.
Yeah, no, his caliber is crazy, man. And much respect to Pacquiao, man. He definitely put a stamp in the sport of boxing.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
But the 3 days, how long were you there in Korea for that?
I was there for like a week.
Like a week?
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to know, the last 3 days, like leading up to that event, what was you doing?
I honestly didn't know who the was my opponent. I didn't know who my opponent was. I was like, bro, where's my opponent? Yeah. I didn't see him until the day of the weigh-ins.
That's how it
was. So you didn't get to do any type of any type of studying
at the
on
press
this man?
No. I just went in there. I was like, I don't know how he fights. I don't know how strong he is. That motherfucker was ripped. I thought when I saw about the weigh-ins, I was like, oh fuck, I'm fighting him.
I made a comment to this one reporter, because I didn't know either, and I said, I just hope he's no Dooku Kim, He started laughing. This dude was a Dooku Kim, man. Them Koreans, Koreans, they don't play, bro.
No, Korea.
You can't, absolutely.
And he came out strong at the weigh-ins. Like, it was the first time me meeting him, and he was all like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I was just like, oh, how you doing, boom? And then I didn't think he was just going to press me like that at the weigh-ins, and he did. I was like, oh, shit.
He put his fist up at him.
I thought he was going to be all nice. You were being all nice, bro. He put his fist up to my chin quick. I was like, all right. So I had to push him, but it was great. I haven't been in the game in I took 2 years off. So just being back in that and everyone's, the excitement and all that, man, it felt great.
Yeah. That's dope right there, man. What did you take from that fight when you actually got to get in the ring with him?
That I have a lot to work on, that there's just so much that I can learn, and there's so much different people I can fight. And I love that, I love that. I'm in a sport where we duke it out, where we just fight. Yeah. So I love that. I love that feeling that I punch you, you try to punch me.
His technique is very,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you stand up for him, Pops. Like, you keep him right.
You have to. In this sport, you can't play boxing. You got to be ready, man. You get, and I'm a coach, I'm his coach, main coach, but I'm also his dad. So I've got to play both roles here, and safety is first. So in order to make sure that he's cool in the ring and he's protected, he's got to do his work, and that's where I come in as a coach.
I don't think you'll ever stop a fight though.
I don't. Well,
even if I'm getting my ass beat,
no. See, that's where you're wrong.
No, I don't think you'll stop it. He'll want me to be like, bro, come on.
Yeah, well, that's true too. But
I don't think he'll ever stop a fight.
He's got to be well prepared.
I don't think I ever want you to stop a fight.
No?
Nah.
Well,
I'm getting beat up. I got to find something.
Would you stop it, Pops?
Absolutely, I would stop it. If I knew that he was just, see, look, here's the thing. A boxer will always, from the heart, will say, I'm going to do it. I want to keep on, I'll keep on, But the mind is a different thing. You could ruin that, and then that's it. I don't care what you say. You're done. Your career can be over just because your heart says, I could keep on, I keep on. So it's up to the coach to say, hey, enough is enough. We got another day here. And that's what's important. That's where the experience comes in.
Live another day.
Right, live another day. You can't just, let him get his ass kicked or something, which he doesn't. Trust me, he's a very smart fighter, very technical. I know that because we train him that way since he was 7 years old, just like Ryan. But he's very technical, very smart, and the way he slips the punches and all that. That's beautiful. That's what you want. Hit and not get hit. And that's exactly what happened here.
Yeah, I didn't get touched.
There was a problem at the end.
How'd you feel? And that's where I want to get to. Like, I want to know, because I want you to walk me to the fight. Did you feel like you got your ass beat when you went?
No.
When you fought the boy up in Korea?
No, I beat his ass.
Let's talk about it.
No, I beat his ass. Like, bro, he was bleeding on his eye. His face was all messed up. I'm still looking good after the fight. I'm like, I got this in the bag. I won, I won this.
So
I wanted a knockout. Yeah, I wanted a knockout. But I was like, oh, I won though. But I wanted a knockout. Like, I've been I was hitting him so hard. But then again, I fight at 130. Fight at 130, but they didn't have no one. So they were like, can you fight at 135? Can you fight a 135 pounder? And those are big dudes. Like a weight class, a lot of people don't understand that. Like jumping up a weight class, it's a big deal.
Even in 5 pounds.
Yeah, because that person natural weight is like 149.
After he get off that scale and put that water weight back on.
That's right.
So he's coming in natural heavy, like, oh, I'm like 148. I went in that bitch 138. So I fought at 135. I only gained 3 pounds. So like it was tough, but like I was like, I'm down. But I didn't realize how big he was until I was face to face with him in the ring. I was like, fuck, bro, you're huge. All right. So I was like, you know what? But I ain't gonna bitch out. So I was like, let's just fight. But it was good. I'm smart. I'm not gonna let anyone really tee off on me. You can't do that. I'm not gonna let that happen.
Right.
So I was smart, but I was beating his ass for 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4th round, I get it. Like I started getting a little winded because of how hard I was throwing, how fast I was throwing. Yeah. How much punches I had to throw to keep him off of me. Right. So my punches wasn't really affecting him because of the weight class. Yeah. But I mean, I know he felt it. I was hitting him. My hands were hurting. My hands started hurting how much I was hitting his face.
That's when you know. Yeah, like that's just starting to hurt.
But the 4th round, I was like, the 3rd round, I was like.
And I told him too. I knew Sean.
I was like, he's gonna come right now.
I told him, I said, Sean, he's.
So if I would give him any round, it would be the 4th round. Yeah. I would give him that. But other than that, I was beating the shit out of him.
So
everyone knew it.
How did you? Okay, everyone knew it. So when it got to the judges, what happened when the judges announced the winner? How'd you feel about that, man? Don't get a salty taste in your mouth. I saw it. The salt.
I looked at my team, only because it kind of hurt a little bit, only because this is my career,
Right.
Like
so life.
This is my life, and I didn't lose that fight. There's no way I lost that fight. Like anyone in the right mind to look and watch that fight, I didn't lose that fight. So I looked at my team, and I was like, that's weird. But I'm a very humble guy.
Oh my God, super.
I'm very happy that I was able to leave the ring, healthy, and him as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to talk shit, like, fuck that, I won, and I'm not gonna do that. I know I won, and I know everyone else knew I won, but I'm not gonna like maybe that was like probably one of the biggest accomplishments for him ever.
Maybe
like
that was like a home court advantage too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For
like
sure. Maybe his family is watching and all that. So
hey,
if he wanted, you wanted to be happy for that moment. Oh yeah, be happy. But I know I'm better than you. Like you're not better than me.
He should come running with you over here.
I told him, we would love to have you.
Yeah, come
Let's
over
do
here,
it.
come run.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
but I mean, I beat him over there. I'll beat him over here.
Of course. I believe that, homie.
But let me tell you what happened afterwards. Okay, because he might have been humble, but I wasn't too humble. Because I was like, no,
there you go, Pops.
You ain't gonna do this to my boy. We worked too hard. Yeah. I know he won. I said, I got to bring it up to the commission. But as I was stepping down the ring, I noticed a judge scratching off his scorecard. And I used to be a judge back in the amateur days. And you cannot change your scorecard once you wrote it down. So he scratched like that, and I learned something in Korea that, hey, that means no, it's bullshit. You can't do this. So he looked at me, and I said, you can't do that. I said, it's wrong. And then they were like telling me, hey, no. I said, no. I said, I'm not going to step away. I said, look at that. So immediately I went into the locker room. I called my wife, Lisa, and I told her, I said, hey, you're going to have to check this out. I said, because they made a change. I said, and that's not right. And then later I found out that in South Korea, if you win the first 2 rounds, you're declared the winner. So Sean won the first round.
I won the first 3 rounds.
I know. But the second round, he won 2 easily. But since
I thought the second round was my best round, actually.
I thought so too. Yeah.
And they gave it to him, and I'm like, what the fuck?
They had given the guy a 9 and Sean a 10. But if they did that, Sean becomes the winner. So he scratched that, and he made it 10-10. And I have it on my phone to prove it. So it's not like I don't have it.
Yeah, I believe you, Bob.
I have it,
He's like, got the receipt. He brought receipts today, man.
Oh, yeah.
He brought receipts with him.
Yeah. I'm not just...
Straight up.
Yeah, he was like,
I'm not just
it.
talking. I got it. Okay? And I put it up in social media because I was like, you're not going to do this to my boy.
I love how my dad, he defends me. He steps in the places I won't go.
Now, of course, if he lost, I'm going to say, hey, we got work to do.
Yeah.
But if I know my son,
you
won. And I even told him, I said, in your heart you won, right? He goes, yeah. I said, then you won. That's good enough because I know you won. And then afterwards, they had no choice but to announce it. So they regrouped after the fight after him. They actually made an official announcement that they made an error on the scorecards. But now, instead of giving him the win, they declared it as a draw.
I didn't get it.
I know it's got to suck, man, to, put in the man hours, fly over there.
Yeah.
That flight is, it's a flight.
Yeah, it's a flight for sure.
Get over there, try to, get adapted to whether it's the weather, just the conditions, just all around, man, and get in there and put in this work and know that you win, and for them to say you lose, I know it's got to be devastating a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It fucks with you. It's a mind fuck.
What is?
A little bit, but boxing's not the same no more. It's not.
I'm gonna ask you that. What do you think about it? Even though you being younger and you seem like you got real traditional boxing up under you.
See, back in the Pacquiao, Mayweather, and all that. If you were world champion, you were fucking legit. All right, you're a world champion. Now there's people coming up to me, I'm a world champion. I'm like, bro, I don't know who the fuck you are. Right? And I'm just like, it's crazy to me how it's so easy to get a world title now. But see, that's what I feel like boxing's turning into a sport. Back then it was a battle. It was a fucking war in there. Now it's just a sport. People have their favorite fighters. They know what to put the bets on. It's kind of like basketball, you know. Favorite team, you're gonna always watch them, no matter if they lose or not. You're a diehard fan. Yeah. I feel like that's what boxing is becoming. And if you're trying
you saying it's coming like, I just want to step in with you. You feel like it's becoming more of entertainment?
Entertainment
versus a sport.
Because like. Let's my dad said you can't play boxing, you know?
Right.
You can play basketball, you can do all this, you can be hella good, but like
there you go. Throw your jabs at the other sports.
Yeah.
Come on.
In that ring, you're throwing down, you know?
You're fighting. It is different.
And you can get brain damage in there. I've seen it go horribly wrong, and it's messed up. Yeah. So for us we're becoming an entertainment sport now, that we entertain people. So Ryan is a favorite fighter. People are going to like him. People are not going to like him. People are going to want to see him win or lose. No matter what, they're going to watch him.
Right.
Because he brings entertainment. Tank, he brings entertainment.
Right.
People don't like him. People like him.
Right.
Now they want to see Ryan and Tank fight.
Right.
So it's about entertainment. So if you're up and coming boxing, it's different now. Just go for the big fights. If you're going for a world title, cool. You win a bout. It's all good, but it's about entertainment now. Fight the fighters that they want to see. That's more money, too. If you're trying to build up your record, I mean, there's no really point, because people are always going to talk shit. Like, oh, you're fighting this guy, you're fighting that guy. It's cool to build up your record, to fight these big guys, but don't come off saying, like, oh, I'm the best fighting these type of fighters, you know? And just say, like, all right, I'm building my record up. I want to fight that guy, you know?
I got a question for you, Sean. Like, I want to ask you as a boxer, you know, what do you think about the Paul brothers? Like, what do you think about them? Like, as you being I'm not trying to say they don't box, but I know this is what you started on this shit, and you're probably going to end on this shit. What do you think of them, man? Give me some insight.
I mean, I'm proud of I'm proud of Jake. Jake, honestly, he's a big reason why this sport is changing. I'm like changing into entertainment. Yeah. He has a big pull in it, and it sucks, kind of. You know, like, bro.
How come? Elaborate for me a little bit.
Like, we're in there with killers, you know? Like, anyone who steps in that ring, you know, like, tip my hat off to you, because, you know, it's a dangerous sport no matter what. No matter who you're fighting, one punch can change anything, but we're actually in there, like, with motherfuckers that want to kill us, you know? Like, they're good, too, you know? So, like, with Jake and everything, they're making hella money, you know? Like, stupid money. And we've been doing this all our lives, facing in there with killers, you know? And for us to be making this bullshit money, it's like, damn. Now I see, like, what we can do, though. If we give the fans what they want to see, we can make the bread like Jake is making, you know?
Right.
Jake's in there with he's in there with fighters too, but they're not like, if you put him in there with like a professional fighter, he's going to know right off the bat it's different.
It's different. And, you know, that's what I would like to, and like I said, all love to Jake, man, and his endeavors 100%. And him doing his thing. But I think that's what the people want to see, him step in there with, like, somebody that's around his age, somebody that's been doing this for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? Like you said.
But he won't do that.
Well, I mean, why not?
Because he doesn't need to. Look how much money he's making fighting retired UFC fighters. He don't need to. If I didn't need to, I wouldn't either. It sucks being in that ring, you know, having punches thrown at you with 8-ounce gloves. That shit sucks. It's like a street fight. And ain't no one want to always be in a street fight, but, I mean, if you have to, you will, you know? But that's the way boxing is. It's a deadly sport. That's why it wasn't really a sport. Back then, Pacquiao, everyone, they went to war. Like, they did.
You see trilogies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
you
like,
don't see those too much.
I want that back, you know?
Yeah.
I want, like, where there's hella people in the ring before the fight, you know, like, their entourage, that entourage, and it's crazy. We need that excitement back. And I don't know who's going to bring it, but I think it's going to be Ryan and Tank. Yeah. They're going to bring that excitement back where, all right, these are the big fights we want to see, so let's get it going, you know? Like Devin versus, I don't know, I'd say Devin go try to take out T.O. Devin can take out anyone, you know?
Got a lot of love for Devin. I remember him as a kid.
Oh, we have a lot of love for Devin.
We used to go to the same barbershop, and he was just a kid in there, man, with braces, and they were just talking about, like, yeah, he's the next up and coming.
Yeah.
And what makes me proud of him is, and I haven't seen him since then, but just like what makes me proud of him is that, like, he actually was what he was projected to be.
Yeah.
Right.
And now he's actually having it. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, though, Sean, because you're like, man, like, I got to get beat on to hope to get a big purse.
Yeah.
Like, later on. And then here comes people out of nowhere, and all love to Jake Paul and them, but,
Yeah.
like, they just come out of nowhere, and it's millions of dollars right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
You know what I'm saying? Right off the bat, man.
It's crazy. But, you know, he used his platform, you know, well.
Yeah.
He did good.
He did
That's
good.
why, like, I mean.
He did good, man.
I tip my hat off to him. No hate, no nothing. But, like, we're in the ring with killers, and we're making 1% of what he's making.
But I do feel like, and like I said, like Jake Paul, I feel like he already had some star power, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
He comes from like, he didn't build up off of fighting.
No.
Like, he had star power from
Yeah.
other places. People knew him. You know what I'm saying?
But that's crazy, though, how he can come into our sport that we've been doing forever and just change it. It's
He's
changed.
a smart motherfucker. Got to tip my hat to
Like,
him.
that shit's
This
changed.
one for you, Jake.
Yeah, that's for you,
real.
Jake.
This
Good
one
shit.
for you, Jake. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
Nah, yeah, 100%. But, I mean, yeah, I'm not hating or nothing, but, like, if I'm going to be in the ring with a killer, I need to get paid for it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of, like, that's why I say I'm calling out all these names, because let's just fight, bro. It's like the amateurs. We fight in the amateurs is no different. We're fighting the pros. They still want to see us fight. Everyone's going to want to see us fight no matter what, no matter win or lose, as long as you give the fans a show. And if you work hard, I work hard, they're going to see it. And whoever wins, whoever wins.
I gotta ask you, Sean, like, do you even like this shit anymore?
Boxing?
Like, yeah, like, do you, like, and you're like, I just could tell, like, you like, I hate, like, you was like, man, I hate that shit. It sucks. Like, when I hear you say that, like, it's like, fuck. Like,
Well, it just, like,
what still draws you in?
it's a lonely sport. That's why I hate it.
I know a little bit about that, brother.
It's
all right.
it's something that
resonate.
Right.
It's so hard to make it in boxing. It's one of the hardest things to make it, because it's like, you got to be good. You got to be good outside the ring. You got to be good inside the ring. You got to know how to talk to people. It's not just about you fighting. Bro, there's world champions out there that, like, no one knows because you're not charismatic. And it sucks. That's how the way the boxing is.
Yeah.
You can be a world champion. You can be so good, but no one knows who the fuck you are.
If you're not good on the outside.
If you're not good on the outside ring. And you ain't making no money.
You don't feel like that has something to do with, like, promotions? Like, better promotions, like, better promoters out here. It
Well,
seems
they
like the
pick their
promoters
fighters.
these days are a little shittier than they probably were back in the day when Tyson and them were around. You know what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis.
Well,
people like that. You
well,
know, I had
that's
to
what
bring
I'm
up some
saying.
other
Back then,
names
they
for
didn't
you,
have
man.
social media.
They didn't have social media.
Well, because back then, to be a world champion, you actually had to fucking work for that shit, you know? Like, all right, look at Devin Haney, you know? I tip my hat off to you, but there's no way you're undisputed. But he's undisputed. For what? Because you beat one guy who beat one guy? That's stupid. There's so many guys in that weight class that you need to beat to be undisputed.
True.
But you get undisputed because you beat one guy that you know damn well you could beat. Like, that's textbook, bro. Like,
Would you fight Devin Haney?
Devin Haney? Fuck yeah. If I was, but like I'm not that big. Like, Ryan's a big 135 pounder. If you look at him, you're like, fuck. That motherfucker, I don't know how he makes 135. But they're big dudes.
Yeah.
So that's why weight class means something, you know?
Man.
So, like, Devin, I don't know. I
You
haven't
were talking
really,
about the Cambosos. I heard you about to speak up on Cambosos Jr. Go
yeah,
ahead.
Cambosis, he's a good fighter, but he's not as talented as Devin, you know? Or, like, anyone. I mean, Tio, I don't know what happened right there. I don't know how he lost. But, I mean, I think Cambosis got lucky that night. He was just on one.
Well,
that
if
night.
you outbox Teal, you're going to beat him.
Yeah, what you think about Teofimo?
I don't know.
Come on, bro. Talk about it. We here.
I
We in
feel
the
like-
box. We in the Shark Tank, man. Let's talk about it, man.
Well,
for
I
real.
feel like
I
these
could talk
boxes, they're
about
getting
it.
a lot. Like, they're letting, like, these fans and, like, who you're supposed to be. He's letting that all get in his head too much.
Yeah.
Bro, focus on your game. That's it. You're a fighter. You've done this. They haven't. So fuck what they say. Just go in there and fight. For him to say after this
saw
fight,
that.
he goes, do I still got it? do I still have it? Like, bro, you don't fucking ask that on live. Like, bro, you're in there. You got it.
Yeah, it's Pops. I watched it. They caught it afterwards, right? I was going to bring that up, but you beat me to it. It's crazy. I was looking at it, right? And he was like, you think I still got it? Like, and it wasn't in a good way.
Yeah.
For Teofimo Lopez, you know? And of course, his Pops like, of course you do. You know, you know that Pops pride, like, of course you do. You know, I just want him to find I want him to find that strength again because he just seems very discouraged. You know what I'm saying?
Well, fucking go in there with someone, you know, again, like you went in there with Lomachenko, probably one of the greatest, not one of the greatest, but one of the most skilled fighters in the 135 division.
Would you call him more undisputed than Devin Haney?
100%. Because Loma started. He didn't. He took challenges from his first fight. Right. His first fight was a world title fight.
Well, I think it was
his second. First or second, a world title fight. So like, Loma's not afraid of talent because he knows how good he is. You know?
Loma reminded me of Pacquiao. They'll fight the best right away.
You
know, and that's
why all these other fighters, these other fighters, they're trying to build their record up, and it's like, bro, build your record up.
You're building your record
fights
up,
that the fans want to see.
Yeah.
Even win or lose, that's on you. You know,
right?
Just fight the best. We fought the best in the amateurs. Might as well fight the best in the pros.
I know this is off story, but do you use the reflex bag that your dad created?
Oh yeah.
How's that work? How's that work out?
It's an amazing bag. It's for timing. It's for precision.
Yeah.
The bag goes everywhere, and you just got to place your punches right, just like someone's head. That and in that ring, with those 8.
See, and that bag, it doesn't move like a human because a human can't move that fast.
Yeah.
So when it's spinning, I mean, you seen Ryan hit it. That ball goes crazy.
It
so
does. It goes
it's
crazy.
just, but man, I tell you, that's why they get knockouts. They know how to place their punches. So
for the viewers, can they find this bag?
Yeah.
Where can they find this bag?
www.fiercereflex.com.
Best in the business.
It's out there. And it is. They've got similar things out there, but mine is patent. You know, so I'm proud of that.
Patent yours.
Yeah, patent. I had the design, the utility design.
It's a dope bag.
It's a badass.
What's your mindset, Sean, to stay in this? Like, what's your
in boxing?
Yeah, what mindset do you keep to keep going? Because it's got to be something.
I think it was just. I mean, I'm here to fight. That's it. Like, I've done this all my life. I'm not here. Like, it's like someone going to basketball, right? They did it all their lives. They go into the NBA. They make it to the professional level, and they're getting a bag. Fucking professional boxers, they can box until 7 years old. They get a professional fight. They're only making what, $2,000 a fight, $1,000 a fight, maybe not even that at first. That's bullshit. And we're in a deadly sport. We're not shooting basketballs. We're not.
No, it's not that.
No take away that, but.
And you still have a team to pay, correct?
And you still have people to pay. You have bills, everyday bills. Just because you're a professional doesn't mean the bills go away. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I'd say it sucks that like how hard it is to make it. You know. And
well, it's that
that's
1%.
That's why I'm not here to fucking build my record up on fighting people that no one gives a fuck about. I'm here to build my record up where it's like, okay, oh fuck yeah, we're gonna see it. Boom, they're gonna fight in a month or two. That's what I want. You know. Win or lose, like you guys are trying to like build up your record with the fans that they want to like. When the fans are like, oh hell yeah, I want to see this fight, more money. I mean, it's like
they'll pay. You
really want to do you're doing something that no one gives a fuck about. That's the thing anymore. No one cares about a world title. No one. It sucks to say.
Yeah, you don't ever hear that about people like, man, I'm gonna be champion.
Yeah, no,
I'm coming to be champion, like that hunger, you know.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
It's really not there
because
anymore.
It's easy to become a world champion.
Right.
It's easy.
Right.
There can be a vacant belt and you fight a bum, boom, you're a world champion. I don't know. There's bouts I didn't even know.
What are you talking about? You just threw a shot at somebody when you thought of that. Yeah. Who was you talking about when you felt like? Because I feel like you leaning towards something. I want to see if I was right.
I think.
Who you ever saw do that? Like Devin. Come in, huh?
I thought they gave Devin an easy ass world title bout. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't give a fuck. But Ryan's fighting 12 rounds And 12 rounds is a world title belt.
Right.
Teofimo was an undisputed world champion. He's going 10 rounds.
I love Devin, and this is just I got to speak up for him because I'm like,
I love
anybody
Devin
that
too.
he's ever stepped in the ring with though, he's fought him and put hands on him.
Oh, 100%.
And he's caught one.
But who though?
I mean, let's think about it.
If you give me Kambosos, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, not even Kambosos. who was the dude that he fought beforehand that gave him a run for his money?
Linares.
Yeah, Linares.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Linares.
Right. Yeah, but like
I just wanted to make sure. I was like, no, we're gonna go back before the Kambosos 1 and 2.
But there's no hiding that Devin's good. There's no hiding. But undisputed,
I
fuck
love
that.
you, bro. I love you, Sean.
You're talking about undisputed, fuck that.
In
But
order to
you're
be,
good.
you know,
You deserve to have what you have.
Well, maybe
because
y'all
you
be
worked
able to
hard
make
for
maybe
it.
y'all be able to make a nice money fight behind them. Or maybe that could be something for the future for
Let's
you
do
and
it.
and Devin to talk about maybe.
Let's do it. See, that's the thing.
I like two guys that ain't scared. That's
I'm
always
not
makes
scared.
a good fight.
absolutely.
Because I know Devin ain't scared, and I know my man Sean ain't scared. So it's like that's what makes good fights. You can't send somebody in there that's like, well, I know I'm gonna get my ass kicked. How much money are you paying me? No, you got somebody like, man, fuck that. I'm not losing. You're not supposed to walk into a fight thinking you're gonna lose. So I like your mindset with it.
No, I mean, I'll
Talk
fight.
your shit, bro.
I'll fight anybody. I'll even fight Ryan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I would.
He's for real.
No, he would.
I'd
but
fight
see,
Ryan.
Oh, would
But-
you allow that, Pops? Let's talk.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Nah, he
Exactly.
seen me get my ass beat by Ryan.
Well,
That's
hey,
why
let me
he's
tell you
saying
something.
that.
Hey,
Have y'all sparred?
Yeah.
oh, you don't play
Y'all
with.
probably spar all the time. I'm like, you got some
Nah,
shit
we
to talk
don't-
me
we
in the gym.
Nah, we don't spar all the time, but I mean,
No, back in the day,
fuck.
it was a
It
killer.
gets intense.
It was intense because I allowed it because he was a southpaw. He's actually a right-hander, but I turned him into southpaw because he wasn't growing as much as Ryan was. So I said, well, I got to give him some advantage. So I turned him into southpaw, and that was perfect because now it's paying off because he's very technical, very astute, and he knows the game as a southpaw. And a southpaw is not easy to beat.
That's why Ryan's so good with southpaw.
And that's why Ryan's so good with southpaw because he had his brother to work with while they were growing up. Okay, so I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I didn't even
And
realize
that's dope. And it reminds me of a
At the
story,
time.
not too off base, but the Diggs brothers are like that. The one plays for Cowboys, one plays for the Bills, know? And their mom used to match them up. They both used to play the same position, but she made one change, and then he ended up being the coldest in the league.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Both of them are the coldest right now.
Dang.
And let me tell you,
Stephon and Trayvon Diggs.
when they were growing up, Sean was the better fighter. And Ryan will even tell you that. Sean was better. His technique, his style, his footwork, everything. But Ryan, what he had is the competitiveness, where it's like he'll destroy you.
Bro,
I've
I've been in the ring with a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, different styles.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this just because he's my brother. I would be straight up, but he's just a different breed. It's weird. He's a legend. I'm telling you, like I'll go in the ring, I'll get hit with someone's hardest shot, But I'm good, But if I get hit by him, even when he's just relaxing, that shit hurts. I'm not even it's weird.
scary.
I told him, I go, you probably be the first boxer banned from boxing. How hard you hit.
You know why I like interviewing athletes and like boxers and shit? I'm gonna be real with you, cause y'all motherfuckers got a lot to say, bro.
Oh, there's a lot. I can
Y'all
keep
be having a
going,
lot
man.
to say,
he
like for
can keep
real.
going.
I
like,
can keep going.
Cause y'all don't get to do too much talking. It's always ring time.
Yeah,
it's ring action.
Training.
You don't got time to sit down and talk
We'll
like
talk
this.
shit like between our group, but
Of
that's
course,
about it.
but
There's
just to
not that
really
much.
bring it out, you guys seem like your family's close. Do you guys travel all the time together?
Well, when we've got like fights out in New York or
Yeah, we travel a
Miami,
little bit.
we have.
But we all have
travel,
our own things going on, Like
Yeah.
I have my babies, I have my family.
Yeah.
They're on their own now.
Yeah.
No kids in the house, so
No, you enjoying that, Mom? Showing that, get your
nah,
asses
no,
up.
no,
Get your
no.
asses
She
up.
always wants to be around us. I'm like, you were around us for like 18 years. Chill.
Yeah, chill. Yeah.
Nah, but it's always good having them around. But yeah, we got our own thing. Ryan has his own life. I have my own life.
But,
We understand that. But
there's
when
a
it's time
fight-
to go to work, we're always together.
Yeah.
But we're always together because of
Hey,
the boxing and all that.
Right.
But
3 people right now you want to box.
3 people?
Call them out.
All right.
And why?
The
And why you
Vargas
want to box
brothers.
them?
The Vargas brothers and Raymond Ford.
Why you want to fight them?
Raymond?
Yeah.
Oh, because he called me out before I took my break. And I was going to fight him, but then I just started doing stupid things, and I just was like, you ain't going to beat me when I'm not at my best. If you're going to beat me, you're going to have my A game, you know? I want you to be, if you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me, like, when I have my A game. So it's time to get in there. I mean, I knew him in the amateurs, but we never fought. My boy Santos fought him, and he said it's easy work. So I want to fight him.
Yeah, I like that.
Because
That's what we like.
Santos, he's an amazing fighter. You're gonna see him soon. His name's Santos Ortega.
He's working out with us right now.
He's working. You're gonna see him. He's coming up soon. He's a beast. He's one of the fighters. Like when I fight Ryan, and when I spar Ryan, it's a different. Like I have to be on my A game, or I'm getting knocked out.
Ryan
It's the same shit with
So you
Santos.
feel like your brother will sleep you?
Ryan?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
He'll sleep my shit.
Hey.
No, I'm serious.
Oh my god.
No, because I can last like 4, 5, 6 rounds with him, you know. But after the the 5th
I
round,
think you'd get him eventually because you'll
picks
learn
up.
his, but you'll learn his style. That's your brother, bro. You keep at
I
it.
know, I
Keep
know
at
his
it.
style
Keep at
now.
it.
No, I know him.
Yeah.
I know when he's gonna punch. I know everything. I know, but that shit still hurts.
It does.
He comes up with shit, and it's just like he's
Man,
just
no,
so
it's-
smart.
I'm telling
No,
you.
but because he takes it to a different level. He doesn't just box. He wants to know everything about that game. Like when it comes to defense,
He writes everything down.
He writes everything down. Like he has it to, he has
Science.
it. Yeah, he is down. Yeah, and it's crazy. He is down to a science, and it's crazy.
You training with your dad, have you found that difficult at any time throughout this?
Like
It being with your dad, because it's pops at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's your trainer, and he might say some shit to you that's a little bit different than the trainer does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's some shit that nobody hears behind the scenes. Like, hey,
Yeah.
motherfucker, come here.
But see, as a father, I know when to say enough is enough.
His favorite was Ryan, though.
You know.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
it's not that. What it
I
was
was
is
just
that
kidding.
I told you I give him the credit in the beginning because of what he did it the right way. Ryan was more like loose, but then Ryan realized, that this is a sport that he could take to another level, and when he found that out, it's like he did take it to that. And I'm telling you right now, it's hard to beat them. It's really hard to beat. You get robbed, you get robbed. And nothing I could say to that. But as a coach and a father, them two, watch.
The moment if we retire, I promise you, we can make another career becoming a coach.
Oh, they're so sharp. They're smart.
Like we see, we'll do it in the ring, but we see, I can have a fighter who doesn't even do anything and give me 3 months with him, and I'll have him beating a pro. Because I just know the game, I know everything, and I know simple is better, So I know everything about the game. But Ryan, he just puts it down to a T. He studies it every day.
That's live, bro. I like even just sitting here and chopping it with you. You actually inspire me to want to get more athletes like yourself up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? That really play the sport, because I love boxing.
Yeah,
and it's
some-
dope to sit back, man, and, talk boxing with Sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like
You
it,
box
man. It's
or what?
cool. You know what I'm saying? No, but I love the sport.
Yeah.
I mean, I can defend myself, but I love the sport.
Let's
you know
get
what
in the
I'm saying?
ring.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Let's
Let's have some fun.
let's talk.
Let's do
Fuck
it.
it.
Let's talk
Fuck
about.
it.
Let's talk
Let's have some
about
fun, bro.
Tank and Ryan, because there's a lot.
I
of,
definitely
Okay.
want to talk
I
about
know,
that
man.
before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
For real, man. What do you think about that? I thought the fight was supposed to be January 7th, if I quote, but they say they might have changed it.
No, it's in April.
April
They changed
15th.
it. April?
They're fighting in
Who-
April.
who's-
They both wanted like a tune-up fight, and then they're gonna fight in April.
Right. So your brother's gonna fight somebody else different on January 7th.
Yeah. No. Ryan fights on January 28th. Tank fights on January 7th. I think, right?
Right.
Yeah, first week of January.
It's interesting. What do
So
you
they
think about
both
that,
better
man?
win.
What do you think about the? Yeah, pretty for sure. What do you think about? What do you feel like the outcome's gonna be from that fight?
I feel like this is what boxing needs. You know, everyone wanted it.
We don't know the outcome. That's what
We don't know the outcome.
That's that's what's
And
good
that's
about
what
it,
we're gonna
is that
train
we
hard
don't
for.
know. Yeah.
You know? We're gonna train hard. We know our skills, and we know that. You know, we train hard. We're gonna take it very serious, and you know, we'll see what he got in the ring. But we know that we fought fighters like him, and it's not that hard, you know, to beat somebody. Yeah, you got knockout, but anyone can get knocked out with 8-ounce gloves. You know, Ryan knocks out people. Tank knocks out people. So for these people to be like, oh my gosh, you should be scared of Tank's power, but it's like, bro, Ryan knocks out people just as much as you knock out people.
And
he knocks out people quicker than Tank knocks out people.
Right.
So it's like, bro, Ryan has that shot too. That's why everyone's like, I don't know why everyone's just talking shit. It's like, bro, Ryan has that. Ryan's been in the game just as long as Tank's been in the game, maybe even longer.
Tall.
He's tall. He's fast. He's sharp. He's not stupid. That's why we're gonna beat him. And if we're gonna beat him, I say a knockout. I say knockout. Like between 6 and 9. There's gonna be a knockout, and Ryan's gonna go for it. Ryan's not here to play no games. Like, Ryan's serious about this fight. He wanted it. He's gonna train hard for it, and to the protection of God and everything. We're gonna hopefully both of them come out healthy so they can go home to their families.
Sure, that's what I like.
But they're gonna be throwing bombs.
They're gonna be throwing bombs though.
But I hope both of them come out healthy, and they get to go home to their kids. That's why a lot of people, they want war, but it's like, bro, you're not in there. Like, that shit can go horribly wrong.
How many people knock people out during sparring? What are the odds?
It's not
Very
that,
small.
Yeah. Right.
But for Ryan, it's a high percentage. I'm not.
Oh, he knocks out every sparring partner.
I mean,
It's like known.
He'll rock you. He'll
knock you out.
He don't care if you're 154 pounder. He's gonna drop you, and it's gonna be ugly. You got grown men crying on the floor because he hits that hard. I'm telling you, he hits hard. And I'm telling you right now, if he lands one of those shots on Tank, he's done, bro. I don't care who you are, bro. He's done. I'm being honest.
Well, I was already
and it's not even just power.
See this
and
fight.
It's accuracy.
But since y'all over here, hopefully this isn't smoke we're blowing around.
No, bro.
I'm just saying, because this is going to be, because I feel like this fight is going to, like you said, it's going to make the sport of boxing great again. And we don't really know the outcome. I wanted to more lean with that one, like you were saying, like that's what's going to make this great, is because we don't really know the outcome
No
here.
one knows the
Now,
outcome.
could Tank take a low one? Yeah, and just drop? Yes, he can. Could Ryan take one? Of course he can. That's what's making this exciting. That's why I don't want to lean to one side, because it's going to get a boring fight again. Okay, we already know it's going to win. I don't want to buy that shit.
Yeah.
We're not going to take any
I
money.
want to buy the pay-per-view.
Thank you. That's what we need again. Like, boom.
Right.
Devin versus Loma. That would be a great fight.
Yeah.
Ryan Tank,
Lomachenko?
great.
Yeah.
Cruz Stevenson, great. But all these promoters, oh my gosh, they want to protect their own ass. That's why they're not. They don't want to have these fights, like these big fights right now. They want to. I don't know why they want to just hold on to us. Like,
Spence Crawford.
Like they own us.
That's a perfect matchup.
Spence Crawford. Like, get in the ring. Fuck.
Get in the ring, man. So
you guys are both good. Everyone wants to see that shit. You know how much money you guys are gonna make? Just go in there.
You know what I think, and this is just my personal opinion, and Pops, maybe you can chime in with me on this one, and the business aspect. I think people kind of wait for those, like it hits a certain peak, like asking for it so much to where we know it's going to sell out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but
Like, you got to wait.
You don't want to overdo it, though, because what happens, people lose patience.
That's true, too. That's true,
People
too.
lose patience, which
Right.
loses interest.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, then the value starts to depreciate. And you got to be careful, because as a promoter, you know who you have. You know what type of fighter you have. You know that he's running it. He's got it, man.
Right.
Okay, and this promoter knows it too. They're gladiators. And then you say, man, they're at their prime. Let's do it, man. Hearns, Leonard.
Yeah.
Let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
Hagler, Duran. Let's do it.
Yeah.
they didn't.
Those were some matches.
Look at Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Look how long it took.
That fight would have been 10 times bigger if
Right.
they both fought when they were like
When they were supposed to.
when they were supposed to. You know how big that fight would have been, or
don't
maybe it
think
would
it
have been a
made- you
different.
don't-
It was
No,
still
it
big,
did.
but like it would have been 10 times bigger if they fought like when everyone wanted them to fight.
It would have
But-
been a better fight too.
Yeah, it would have been a way better fight.
You know.
That's why everyone waits. and
Remember,
it's like, bro,
age
there's no
takes
waiting.
its toll. You know that, right? Okay, but as a prime, when you're at your prime, man, you could lift a car up. You could say, man, I could do this on my own. I don't need help.
Yeah.
And that's when you want to do it. because
Who's your
that's when
favorite
you get to-
basketball team?
Okay,
Favorite
wait.
basketball team? Honestly, man, I've always been a Mavericks fan. I was a Mavericks fan though from like Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki days.
Oh
so,
yeah,
Oh, wow.
they
You
were
know what
good.
I'm saying? Like I fucked with them. I watched this one on
So when they lose,
championship.
you don't mind. You just, I mean, you get
No,
like,
because I know
fuck.
it. No, because I
Wait.
know it comes with the game.
Thank you, right?
Comes with the game.
You're gonna watch them again, right?
Gotta watch them again.
See, that's what this sport, that's
what
what
sport
boxing
needs.
You know,
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw down. You're gonna have two amazing fighters throw down. Win or lose, there's still other fighters. You know, like
Right.
there's still like, we can do this we can
Right.
go in there 3 times in that bitch.
And
Let's
everybody
go.
could be making money.
but
and
Sean-
everyone makes money.
Sean, I think.
But everyone just cares about these damn belts,
Well,
and it's like, come on, bro.
well,
it's,
not only the
just
belts,
fight.
their stupid record.
Yeah, but that's because
It's the
Mayweather,
record
you
more
know?
than anything.
Yeah.
Mayweather
Pops,
set
it
a,
is.
you
It's
know,
the
Mayweather
record.
set a
It's a
tone.
record. It's like
50 and
Mayweather
0.
did
Come
set the
on,
tone.
he did.
Set the tone.
So
So
there
it
you
was
go,
the
jump
wrong
back with
tone.
us.
You have to be undefeated. No, I mean, like, you just have to throw
That's
down.
right. Just fight the best.
There's like Nate Diaz.
I heard he might be crossing over.
He loses, I don't know how many times, but he's entertaining. Everyone wants to see him fight.
Everybody. That's one
Every
of my,
time.
That is one of my favorite UFC
He's a
fighters.
fighter. He's a
It's
fighter.
crazy,
He throws
yeah.
down no matter. He has
Right.
balls. He's crazy. He's funny. He's entertaining outside the ring.
I heard he was talking about transferring over
it's
to
like-
your sport. What do you think about that?
Oh, to boxing?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. I mean,
Come on, talk about it, bro. What do you think
I
about
don't
that? What, you
think-
don't want to run into
Wait.
him and it's a problem?
I'll fight him. Nah, but I don't know. It's a hard
he's
sport.
got what it takes to step over?
For
I mean,
boxing?
he's been boxing all of his life.
Well, it
man.
depends on who he fights.
Right.
You know, like if he goes in there with a professional, like someone who's undefeated, no, he's getting his ass beat because it's a different game. Like UFC's, you know, you focus on takedown. They don't really punch. I mean, they punch, but like there was like kicks, knees, and all that. You ain't got all that. You just got your hands. That's it. And he doesn't have that much good defense. You can tell every time after he fights, he's all cut up.
But he's always been durable. That's scar tissue.
Yeah.
Getting hit a
Oh
lot
yeah, yeah.
throughout the years. You know what I'm saying?
Easy to cut and everything.
It's easy to
Yeah,
cut. You know what I'm saying? His
100%.
brother's the same way. They both
Yeah.
bleed this. Yeah, they both are bleeders.
I mean, we'll see.
But
I mean,
whoop
I
shit
ain't gonna duck him. I mean, I ain't gonna like knock him,
Yeah,
but
you ain't trying to duck him. I heard what you said. You want to get out with him, bro.
I'll get down with Nate for sure. No, but yeah, whatever he wants to do, I hope everything goes good. That's the thing is, I just hope he comes out healthy. You know, boxing's deadly. One punch,
Hey, man,
change your life forever.
we're going to get up out of here. I need you to come back with your brother.
Oh yeah,
You
me
ain't
and
your
Ryan
brother.
will
But
come
you
back.
got to come back, too, though, and bring Pops.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So when y'all do it, we're going to do it for the family.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate
Sean
you.
Garcia.
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Like
man.
that was very interesting, man, just to hear your perspective. And Mr. Garcia Pops,
Yeah.
I appreciate you for sitting here, man, for real, and just giving some more transparency to what's really going on, you know?
Yep.
Appreciate it. Man.
For real, man. Make sure your ass
We're
come
gonna
back
make
to
boxing
fuck.
great again. Let's
That's
do
right.
it.
Let's do it.
The Sharp Tank, no jumper. Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. Hey, Riley, punch us out the motherfucking gym.